Womp 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 womp. So I said I wasn't going to do that theme song thing again, but I lied. Because I have to comfort myself, everyone. It turns out I did a whole episode of the next mission, which was the Day of the Dove. Pow. And I messed it up, because it says here I can't target Klingon ships with Enterprise cards. And I got all the way through the mission, videotaping it all along, and realized that I had destroyed like 3 Klingon ships during the mission. And it was so far along, that what I decided to do was go back to the previous episode, reset everything to where it was. So there's our Enterprise, there's our Romulan, right there, and start a new mission, new hands of cards, and just kind of go from there and pretend like nothing happened, except for the extent to which I'm explaining it to you right now. So, Day of the Dove never happened. It was all a dream. You will have to excuse me because some of the enemies have been discarded that should have been in the bag. And some cards that were in hand and had been played have been discarded. But basically that just means they're going to be cycled. All that's going to be cycled back through as we go. So, apologies for that. You're still seeing the game being played, but my brain had a giant monkey fart, and I played it entirely wrong, and I figured that it might be better just to clear the slate and start with a new mission. It is Sulu's turn. He's already drawn up because I refilled both of their hands, and instead of the Day of the Dove, it's the Naked Time, which for some people is all the time. The Naked Time is a classic episode in which a virus made the entire crew go crazy, including Sulu, who pictured here with no shirt. They catch a virus that makes them lose control. That's a mild way of saying it. And this one starts at 6. On each player's turn, before trading or playing, you roll the die. On 1 to 3, you're unaffected by the virus this turn, and you check again next turn. 4 to 6, you're infected, and thus you cannot play or trade. You cannot trade. You have to discard 1 card at random, and you can only play 2 cards each turn. In order to win, we have to put 2 science, 2 medical, and 1 security team to complete the mission, cure the virus, and return the crew to normal. So that's going to be fun. So we'll set this timer to 6. We got this in our last one, and if I recall, we beat it at the last minute, but most of the people at the table were infected. So, we've got one of our 5 missions done. Got a long way to go. And we're going to start with Hikaru Sulu. Alright. We have someone at long range side that we need to get rid of, but no one has any long range side cards. We have medium front. Do we have 2 medium fronts? We do not. As far as cards that we can apply to this, we have 1 science card and 1 medical card. And we also have a bunch of security teams, so we're good there. We have 2 science cards. So, what we're going to want to do is, as much as it sucks, I don't know that we're going to trade anything. Yeah, let's trade this Tritanium to Sulu for short range side. Okay. Now, Sulu is going to maneuver. He's going to maneuver there once, and then he's going to maneuver that up, and then he's going to use medium range front to take a damage off of that guy. Now, this is a problem though, because it does leave us open, but we're going to have a round to react to him, so maybe we'll be okay. Sulu is then going to use this Tritanium and Dilithium to repair the destroyed hull. Awesome. And then he's going to commit this Tritanium to the Naked Time and this security team, because he wants to draw some cards. Bye-bye. That's really all he can do, so he's going to check the mission status, which means move it down to 5. Then threats are going to move in fire, so he's just going to move forward and cloak. I'm a little concerned about this situation, but we'll see what happens. And then we're going to draw two new threats. So again, apologies, some of the enemies that should be in here are not, because I'm too lazy to go through and put everything back in there. But alright, so we have a Klingon bird of prey, and we have a Klingon battle cruiser. So the bird of prey is going to be in the 2, which is already where it is, and the Klingon battle cruiser is going to be in the 5, which is over there by Quanos. So that's Sulu's turn. Not pretty, dude. Not pretty at all. Kirk already has 6 cards, so we don't need to draw up. Does he want to trade his medium-range phasers? No, he does not. He wishes he had anything else, though. Let's see. All right, that's it. That's it for him. So he's going to trading-wise. He's going to commit the security team for a little medical action. Since that's the first time he's committing a card, he gets to draw 2 Enterprise cards. It's the Hypo Spray and the Dilithium. So that's good. That's another medical card, or I can discard it to get a security team and hope for a science. But I think I'm just going to commit it for the medical. So now all we need is science, and we're done with this disease. Also, I just forgot to roll for these guys. So Sulu is fine, and Kirk is fine. They're both blissfully fine because I absent-mindedly forgot to do that thing again. So, Kirk is going to maneuver. There isn't much point in him maneuvering because he can't shoot that guy. So there's a chance that guy will be moving clockwise and a chance he'll be moving counterclockwise. I think what we'll do is have Kirk maneuver like this, so Sulu can get it back in our rear arc no matter where it goes. We'll use this dilithium, fix this shield back here. And that's pretty much all we can do. Alright, let's see what happens with this guy. The mission status first, moving it to 4. Okay, this Klingon moves forward and cloaks. This Klingon moves forward and shoots, putting that damage back on that shield. This Romulan uncloaks, and a 5 means it goes counterclockwise, so it goes back here and does 2 damage and destroys that shield. Now when you destroy a shield, the damage doesn't carry over to the hull, so that's a small favors. Alright, so now we get 2 more threats. It would feel really nice to be done with this mission after completely borking the last one. We have Romulan battlecruiser. We have Klingon battlecruiser. So battlecruiser down. The Romulan is going to be in 1. And the Klingon goes to 4, which is over here. Alright, Mr. Sulu. We're going to draw up to 6 cards. Medium, short range rear, multi-range rear, that's good. A tricorder, and tritanium. Alright, so with short range rear we can kill that Romulan. We also have medium range rear and multi-range rear. I think we need to trade. We're going to trade the. Oh, we have a science card. That's cool. Let's trade the titanium to Kirk for the medium range rear. We will use the tricorder as a science card, and that should kill off the naked time. That's good. Nobody wants naked time for too long. And then we're going to shoot some dudes. First off, we're going to use our short-range rear phasers to kill this cloaking Romulan back here. Then we're going to use our multi-range phasers and 2 medium-range rear phasers to kill that Klingon. Like so. Then all we have is medium range side phasers, and there's nobody really I can get into medium range, even with 2 maneuvers. So I think that's it for Mr. Sulu. We're gonna check on the mission status. We have 2 medical, 2 science, since that can be medical or science, and we have 1 security team. So that solves that problem. I also didn't roll for Sulu that round. Sulu would have been drunk, but I played 3 cards on the bird of prey to kill it. So I will take 2 of them back, and I will find that bird of prey, or battle cruiser, and put him down to 2. So I would have played 1 to kill that Romulan, or the cloaked ship back there. That was already on 1 hit point, and now I've got 2 hit points left on that battle cruiser that I would have killed, and I took those 2 cards back. Fair? Fair? We good? Yeah? Alright. Cool. We probably couldn't have traded, but sorry about that, guys. Either way, the naked time is done, because we did get all the cards together. So one thing I have issue with in this game is that you're trading these missions out every now and then, and they have individual rules that change the way things go, and sometimes they're kind of hard to remember, especially if you're recording a video. So I apologize for all the giant monkey brain farts that I'm having, but hopefully you're still getting a good idea of how this game plays, and it's still fun. It's super fun. Alright, so all players may discard a card and then draw 2 new cards and add them to their hand as a reward for putting a shirt on Sulu. So, what do we want to do? We've got a lot of things in the rear, but we don't have a whole lot in the side. So I'm going to discard the medium range side phasers and draw 2 for Sulu. Okay, that's a good trade. And for Kirk, we're going to discard the security team and draw 2 cards up, but I have to actually shuffle the deck real quick. So the first one is going to be short range rear phasers, and I'm going to go shuffle the deck. Back in a sec. Alright. The second card for Kirk is a force field. So that's handy. But that ends Sulu's turn. So we're going to put that at 0. We're going to draw this guy here. And we're at number 2. And that ends the episode, The Naked Time. Ba-da-da-da. Alright. Threats, move, and fire, which is always the fun part. This guy's going to go up 1. He's going to shoot at our hull. Just going to put this guy here. This guy's going to uncloak. and stay where he is, because I rolled a 4. He's just going to do 1 damage to the hull, destroying that section. That is the right front. And then this guy's going to move up and shoot, so that's going to damage our shields, which are there. And this guy's going to move up and shoot, which is going to damage our left rear nacelle. Not looking good, folks. We might lose this one hard, but that's it for episode 3, I guess, of Star Trek Panic: The Naked Time, after I draw a couple new threats. I am super anticipating getting into the next mission, because maybe I can do it correctly. Alright, first threat. Kang's battlecruiser. And magnetic storm. So let's do Kang first. Kang's battlecruiser. After placement, all Klingon ships fire and cloak ships uncloak and fire. So this could be really bad because we have almost nothing but Klingon ships on the board right now. He goes to 2. So all of them fire. So that's going to be 1 damage, 2 damage to this area, so that's going to be 2 cards gone. Just whoop, into the box. This dude's going to fire, so that's going to destroy that shield. Oh, we've gotten almost no shield healing in this episode. That dude back there is going to fire, so another card gone, and then that guy's going to fire, which is going to... Oh, shoot. I destroyed this when I should have damaged it. So we take that last card and put it back. And then this guy's going to damage the other nacelle. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. And then the other thing is a magnetic storm. So we roll a die and rotate the Enterprise based on what the die says. Die says 5. So we go 1 sector clockwise. So we're going to rotate this way. It's alright, we can share the wealth on the nacelle damage there. Alright, that does it finally for the episode of The Naked Time, Star Trek Panic. Super fun game. I'm getting my ass kicked here. But let's see if we can pick it up in the next episode. Thanks for watching.